Governor Kemp, I think we've been there from the beginning when all this broke down. What do you want to tell the families of those who did lose loved ones? More than 130 people in Georgia have now died. And I think this news of the shelter comes as a welcome relief. But what happens to those other families that have lost loved ones? Should this have been put in place earlier?
Well, I think what we had in place earlier was exactly what the healthcare professionals were telling us to do. You know, the same thing the president talked about yesterday, the same thing Dr. Birch talked about yesterday. When you look at the orders that I put in place versus what other states did, you know, Arch, you can call it whatever you want. But if the press would really dig in and compare, they would see that what Georgia has in place is very strict compared to other states around the country.
Is there a likelihood of this being extended? I know it's Friday to April the 13th. That's about 10 days.
Well,
is there a likelihood?
Yeah, and we're definitely have that on our radar. I don't want to make a determination on that. I'm very appreciative of the unprecedented actions that the General Assembly took to give me these emergency powers. That goes through April the 13th. Now that I've made this decision, once we get the order in place, I'll be talking to the Lieutenant Governor and the Speaker and the leadership and members of the General Assembly about where we go next. And before I comment on that, I'd like to include them in that decision-making process because they're a big part of that, and I'm very grateful for them.